For the past few months, Samsung's been quietly setting the stage for something pretty interesting. We already knew new foldables were coming, but now it's starting to feel like this year isn't just about another Z Fold and another Z Flip. There's a third device in the mix, and this one might actually change how people see foldable phones altogether. This is the Galaxy Wide Fold. And for the first time, we're getting a real sense of how seriously Samsung is taking it. According to reports coming out of Korea, Samsung is planning to build around 1 million units right out of the gate. Now, in a world where over 1 billion smartphones ship every year, that number doesn't sound massive, but context matters a lot. Samsung's previous experimental foldables didn't even come close to this. The Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition barely crossed 500,000 units, and the Trifold? That thing hasn't even reached 40,000 shipments yet. So jumping straight to 1 million units tells us something important. Samsung isn't treating the Wide Fold like a niche experiment. They expect people to actually buy this. And that also means availability. This probably won't be another select markets only situation. Samsung seems confident enough to roll this out properly, globally, and in numbers that can actually meet demand. What's interesting is that this confidence is coming from a design Samsung hasn't really done before. But unlike the Trifold, which pushed the boundaries a bit too far, the Wide Fold sounds much more practical. It's familiar enough to manufacture at scale, yet different enough to stand out. In fact, if demand ends up being stronger than expected, that initial 1 million figure might not even be the final number. Now here's where things get spicy. All signs point to Samsung beating Apple to the punch with this design. Multiple leaks suggest the Galaxy Wide Fold will arrive months before Apple's first foldable iPhone, which is currently expected later in the year. Apple's foldable, whatever it ends up being called, will likely launch alongside the next wave of iPhones in September. Meanwhile, Samsung's timeline points to a summer release, possibly as early as June but more realistically around July, alongside the Z Fold 8 and Z Flip 8. And the wild part? These two phones might end up looking extremely similar. Leaks suggest both devices could share nearly identical screen sizes when folded and unfolded. The real difference won't be size, but shape. Unlike the tall, narrow Z Fold design, the Wide Fold is expected to open up into something closer to a small tablet, more like an iPad mini. Wider, more balanced, and honestly, probably way better for watching videos or multitasking. Analysts think Apple could sell 10 million foldable iPhones in just a few months. Compared to that, Samsung's 1 million target seems modest. But Samsung's playing a different game here. This isn't about beating Apple in numbers, it's about defining the category first. So, will the Galaxy Wide Fold outsell the Z Fold 8? Probably not. Samsung's traditional Fold lineup is still its bread and butter, and recent models have been doing surprisingly well. In fact, the Z Fold 7 reportedly outsold the cheaper Z Flip 7, which says a lot about how the market is shifting. And if that trend continues, the Z Fold 8 is likely to be the main star once again. But that doesn't make the Wide Fold a side project. If Samsung can move 1 million units of a brand new foldable form factor, that's a massive win. It means people are ready for something different, and it gives Samsung a solid foundation to build an entirely new lineup over the next few years. This could be the start of a second foldable era for Samsung, one that's less about experimentation and more about refinement. But what do you think? Is the Wide Fold the future of foldables, or just another interesting detour? Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next one.